Storyteller.
What is up, guys? Storyteller here, and today I'm bringing you a what's in my bag. First things first, just get this out of the way. If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you did not like it, leave a dislike. And if you want to see more content like this from me, subscribe. Pretty much this is everything that is in my bag. Like I was saying, this is what I take with me on the daily to work and stuff like that, just in case I want to go by downtown Orlando and do a quick little shoot, just for some street photography. I don't actually review the Samsung Chromebook because it kind of sucks, but this is the newer TT560. You can pick this up on Amazon for like $32, and it is my first flash. But it does what it needs to do. So I have no problems with it whatsoever. I think it takes like 4 AA batteries. Of course, you have all your normal stuff, your test, your mode, your power. If you have it at the lowest setting, you can actually recycle time it pretty quickly. If you have it at the highest setting, I think it takes maybe 6 seconds to fully recycle. It's also painful if you put your hand to it and do it. But again, first flash works really well. I have triggers for it as well. They are in a separate bag, which I actually did not include in this video. You also have your little bounce here, just in case you're shooting into the ceiling, and you also need to light your subject as well. There's a few other little tricks you can do for that. This here is the Opteka 85mm 1.8. It's a manual focus lens, which was one of the reasons why I got it, because I've never actually used a manual focus lens before. And also, this was like $60. I got it off Craigslist. I think normally on Amazon it's $100. But cool little lens. It's a portrait lens, and I actually have 2 portrait lenses. I do kind of need to get something a little more wide angle, which is more my speed. But sturdy little lens, plasticky of course. Being at that price range, the focus ring on it isn't too bad. It's not hard to dial it in, but again, I'm not used to using a manual focus lens. So the aperture ring on it too. The aperture is also manual. So that was a little weird, because I again never used it before. So I kind of got to get into the groove of using it. I think it goes like 1.8, 2.8, and then like f-stop 6 or something strange. It goes in like weird numbers. But yeah, no, I've used it a few times. I plan to use it a few more times. And next we have my new beauty. This is the Canon 5D Classic, or the 5D Mark I, whichever one you want to call it. Oh, but first, check out this super sweet wristband, I guess is what we will call it. This is pretty, you'll see a few photographers around wearing this. You pretty much put it on your wrist. It holds your camera instead of like the normal strap. It'll hold it up in case you drop it. Granted, this camera is a little bit heavier than the one I previously had, so I don't know how well it really will hold up. But this is a full frame camera, which means there's no crop sensor factor to it. It's just pretty much wide open. I think a 50mm is what would be a 35mm to a APS-C sensor. It takes some getting used to, because I can't really see the difference yet. I did use a 20mm on it, and it was beautiful. So it takes pretty good pictures at 12.8 megapixels. That means I can do about 8x11 prints, which is pretty much what megapixels are for. You have your autofocus, your white balance, your ISOs, your shutter speed, your mode. I always keep it in manual. I've literally never used any other mode. I probably should learn them. All your quality and stuff like that's in here. But pretty much, yeah, everything there I really like. My setup now, I do plan on getting a wider angled lens, maybe a 20mm, which I use for the national park shoot that I went to. So guys, that's pretty much everything. If you guys want to see more of my photography side of things, I will be continuing to post videos. But for the pictures, just go to my Instagram, Storyteller. And then my Twitter, you can also check on my different updates. You guys have a good day, and until next time.